As we heard earlier in Sarah's Country from Aslan Wright-Stowe from Dairy NZ, there's new analysis out that provides farmers with greater certainty about how wetlands can improve water quality, alongside the biodiversity benefits that they can provide. A well-designed farm wetland can remove 25 to 50% of nitrates in warm areas of New Zealand and 20 to 40% in those cooler areas. Now, I wanted to take a time to sort of get a bit more grassroots as we've been talking around the theme of riparian and wetland planting throughout Sarah's Country this week, and understand what challenges are facing a Southland riparian planting and landscaping business. So we're joined now by Tammy Wright from Fork Spade. Thank you for taking the time to join us on Sarah's Country, Tammy. How is that weather in Southland at the moment?
It was a wee bit white this morning, but we've started to do frost this afternoon, so it's a bit warmer now.
Oh, challenging conditions, especially in winter. Is it a good time for planting at the moment down there?
Yes, yeah. The ground will start to thaw out in the next sort of 6 weeks, so if we can get stuff in any time now for the next month is really good, and then from there on is great. We're just putting in a lot hardier stuff at the moment, and then we'll shift into natives when it does start to thaw.
So, give us some background. What was your journey to getting to the point of establishing a landscape and riparian planting business to support farmers?
So I grew up in Glenorchy, in quite a rural, small community. My dad and his partner had a contracting business up there, and part of their contracting business was planting and landscaping. We moved down to Mossburn with my partner, and we've been down here about a year and a half. I was employed for a short time down in Mossburn and then decided to start something of my own. So with a little bit of horticulture background and previous jobs throughout the Wakatip, decided to go out on my own, which has been really exciting.
You would have seen a real surge in demand for this type of extensive planting over somebody's backyard.
Yeah, it's just growing, and we've just had positive feedback from clients and just people on the same sort of journey as us, and it's really cool. It's really encouraging, and it's great. We're just constantly learning, and it's just it's evolving quite quick, but it's really exciting. Yeah.
I do want to talk about some of those challenges that we have addressed in previous interviews. Let's start with getting labour and staff. How are you finding it?
I think this will be our second spring coming in. So last year, I think we planted about 5 farms. I was really lucky last year with the employment that we had. A lot of friends, and we got a few casual staff, which was really good. With it being so seasonal, it is hard to offer that 12-month or full-time contract people, which maybe isn't as, inviting to come and sign. But having friends and really good. I've got a really good team out of Winton as well. So it is tricky, but I think just providing that really good workplace is what I'm trying to do. So hopefully they stick around.
So, and also in terms of getting your hands on the actual plants themselves, since they're in such high demand, how are you finding it in sourcing product?
Yeah, we've got a few really good main suppliers. They've been able to keep up 90% of our orders so far. I keep checking in and just saying, we're getting busier. You guys are going to be getting busier. But I think I'm really hoping that they can keep up with the demand. And there is talk of more nurseries starting as well, which is really exciting.
Yeah, absolutely. So let's talk about the different natives and the different roles that they play and what you've learned around, planting out wetlands versus, say, flowing streams.
Yeah, so we do the flowing streams as well as the wetlands, obviously. We've got really good mix. We've got a lot of grey shrub that goes in. I'm really conscious as well about not pushing fences over in 5 years' time and doing the job once and doing it right. So a lot of your carex grasses and stuff that are close to the water but not close enough to choke the water, they can sort of sit under there for a week or something without dying. And it's just absolutely every job we've done has been totally different. So it's really pays to get out on site first before you do select species that are going in there. So just a huge mix, and it's been really cool. You can kind of hit your own flair and make it look really, really good as well as being functional. So, yeah.
How much input from the farmers? You must have a real mix. Some say, do what you want, just make sure it complies with my farm environment plan. But others would really feel a connection to the creativity in terms of varieties and what sort of bird life and biodiversity they wanted to achieve.
Yeah, absolutely. And it is really exciting when they want to jump on board and they've got a bit of fire in their belly about it as well. It's, you put the same effort in for everyone, but it is really cool when you can be on the same page and have a really good, exciting chat about what they're going to put in, like you say, with the birds, or if their top priority is with bees and stuff like that as well. So it is really exciting.
What about when we're talking about plant selection? You've got certain things that can help filter nitrates as they flow down, but also too on steeper slopes prevent erosion. Some tips that you could give to farmers that might be watching in terms of plant selection and those types of sort of areas.
Yeah, so how I take it, and there's been different discussions on that, is whether it's the leaf and the foliage that's helping actually stop that, or whether it's the root system. So we're trying to work on a mix as well. So actually not getting stuff that establishes really fast, because once it does establish quick and it has established, the root systems aren't quite as active. So brown top grass is still working as a really good filtering system, but you don't get that beautification that you do from natives as well, and all the other benefits. So actually slow growing stuff can be really, really good. And then obviously if you do have that erosion happening along creek sides or on hills, some deeper, more established rooting stuff is really beneficial there.
Yeah. So are you seeing a sort of a real energy around the growth of, as this current government would like to say, green jobs?
We have heard talk of it, and there's been a few clients suggesting that they may be able to supply their own labour going forward with the help from there. And I've heard no more than that. So I guess it's just wait and see what happens.
Yeah, absolutely. So in terms of the amount of funding going into this particular area, you're pretty confident that you've got a good, successful business for a long time.
Yeah, we really hope so. And it's just doing the job right and doing it once, and, not going out there and overspending and overplanting areas and stuff, just doing it really well and doing a really good job. It's what we're hoping for. So, I guess it's, just wait and see what happens with the labour, and if it comes through,
And Fork and Spade franchising around the country, because you'll be in hot demand.
Absolutely. There's been potentially some moves and getting a little bit further north. So, we're just kind of see where we're at first, and then maybe look into something like that, which is pretty exciting.
Awesome. So great, as always, to catch up. Tammy Wright, the owner of Fork and Spade, a landscaping and riparian planting company based out of Mosman in Southland, and of course, grassroots on the ground, getting the job done. This is Sarah's Country.